How do you deal with seasonal allergies? Me, I suffer. Cotton's falling down from the trees, grass is getting cut, and snot's rolling down my face. I've got a few tips and remedies on how you can deal with seasonal allergies. Hey guys, I'm Matthew Anthony Hawkins. Welcome to my channel. I want to thank you so much for stopping by, checking things out. My channel's got a little bit of everything. I share all my passions and loves and things that I'm working on and dealing with. And today, we're going to be talking about allergies. Watery, itchy eyes, the roof of your mouth gets really itchy, you got snot constantly rolling out of your nose holes. You're sneezing all the time. I don't know about you, but I can also get itchy sometimes. And you're just miserable. You do not even want to look outside because you start sneezing, let alone having to walk outside. I hate allergy season. If you didn't already know it, a major part of my life is nerd things. I deal with all sorts of nerd stuff, from arcade cabinets to retro gaming, comic books, movies, you name it. And part of being a nerd is having to deal with allergies. If you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe below. Be sure to comment. I'd love to hear what you do to deal with seasonal allergies. But here are 7 tips, remedies on what I do when dealing with seasonal allergies. The first thing I would love to do is move to a desert, void of heat, which is not really going to happen, and void of plants and wind so that nothing can float around in the biosphere and go up into my sinuses and wreak havoc on me all day, all week, all month, for at least 2 months of the year. But it's not going to happen. Allergy medicine makes your life way easier. Although I try to be very careful with allergy medicine. One time when I was in high school, I took some Dimetapp and it was amazing. All the symptoms, they went away and I felt some relief. And then I was sitting in social studies class, which I'll be honest was a little bit boring. And I remember just kind of getting a little bit dozy and then BAM! Right on the desk, my head, forehead, straight on the desk, boom, I was out. So that was the last time I took Dimetapp. But there's other relief medicines that you can take. I just suggest getting the non-drowsy kind. And if you do, I find that if I take it for too long or too much, it wears off. And then you got to switch and take something else. And the other thing I find is if you can get the non-brand kind, it's usually way cheaper and it does the same job of the major name brands. One of the things I'd love to do during allergy season is to get a fork and shove it in the roof of my mouth and just scratch the roof of my mouth like crazy. Because that's how bad it gets. It's awful. If you've never had it, that's what it feels like. And even if you did that, there'd probably still be like no relief whatsoever. One of the things I remember doing, and I still do from time to time, especially for my kids, when your eyes get really puffy and watery and itchy, you take a cold, wet cloth, just lay down on the couch, lay down on the floor, lay down in bed, and just put that over your eyes, and seriously, it feels so good and it is so soothing. It's simple, it doesn't cost you anything, and it just helps relieve that whatever it is that's in the air. It kind of helps flush your eyes a little bit too, and you get almost immediate relief. Now, it's not long-lasting relief, but it is immediate. When I was in college, I was working at Starbucks, and I found it was April, May, June, allergy season was in full effect, and I would leave my house, drive to Starbucks, walk into Starbucks, and that short little time of being outside, allergies would hit me full force. And I remember trying, I wasn't a huge coffee fan, even though I worked at Starbucks, and I remember trying a Starbucks coffee, but it was a doppio, which is basically 2 shots of espresso in a small cup. That's what you see like Italians drinking in their little tiny teacups. That's what I had. And my goodness, instant relief, and usually for the rest of the day. So now I've upgraded. I usually get a quad grande long pour Americano. It's my favorite drink of all time from Starbucks, but it's also one that I'll get when I need some allergy relief. Now, this isn't the cheapest option in terms of allergy relief, because if you're going out spending $3 or $4 every time you need allergy relief, which can be multiple times in a day, it adds up pretty quickly. So one of the things I do for coffee relief is I buy dark roast coffee, and I love my French press. I have a Starbucks French press, and I'm a huge Starbucks guy. You might not be a Starbucks person, and that's okay. But make sure it's a dark coffee. I find that the lighter coffees, the lighter blends, they don't work as well. Dark coffee, nothing in it, just strong coffee. Give it a sniff too before you drink it. Let all that coffee aroma go up into your nose holes, and it's amazing. It really will give you some instant relief. And again, it's not long-term relief, but it's relief from these stupid seasonal allergies. Throw in some local honey. And it has to be local. Don't buy your big name brand stuff from the grocery store. Go to like a farmer's market and buy some local honey. And make sure that it's raised, it's from bees in your area that you live. I don't know the scientific proof of all of it, but honey in your tea or coffee, you're gonna do it anyways. So why not make sure it's local? It gives you an excuse to go to a farmer's market, support a local farmer that's raising bees, and what's the harm? Try it, see if it'll work for you. And my last tip for dealing with seasonal allergies is get one of those charcoal air filters. It looks like a big fan. It's kind of rectangular, circular, and it's got a charcoal filter in there. The thing is with this, if you don't have central AC, I don't have central AC, you got to keep your windows closed when you use it. So your room can get a little bit warm. Curtains are drawn. Have a fan, try and keep that room as cool as possible in the warmer temperatures. And then load up this charcoal fan. It's a charcoal air filter, and what it does is it takes the pollutants in the air out, helps cleanse the air. Run that 24/7. What do you do? What do you do to combat allergy season? Let me know in the comments below, and please make sure you subscribe. I've got all sorts of fun stuff that I do on the channel here. My name's Matthew Anthony Hawkins. Today's Wednesday. I hope you have a great day, and we will see you next time. Load up a charcoal barbecue. Oh, barbecue. It's another video. See?